lovelies. Welcome to your new moon in Taurus tarot reading. My name is Natasha. Yeah, we got a new moon in Taurus and we also have a solar eclipse on April 30th. Honestly, there's a lot of energy happening and it's funny to me because I just got finished teaching the yoga class, which if you want to do the yoga class for this new moon, it is in the description box. But I'm wearing my AC/DC Highway to Hell shirt and I was like, you know, this is actually really fitting for the new moon in Taurus / solar eclipse / the start of eclipse season, because eclipses are essentially portals or highways that we're kind of forced on, not forced on, but it's like these new windows, these new opportunities, these new doors, these new portals appear to us, and eclipse season and also retrograde season, which is coming up, just kind of like pushes us there. So it's giving very AC/DC Highway to Hell, and that was not intentional. I just noticed it when I started filming. I was like, oh, weird. Yeah, so it's the new moon in Taurus, a partial solar eclipse, also Pluto retrograde, our first retrograde. We've been out of retrograde season until April 29th, which is when Pluto goes into retrograde. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, of transformation, and then we have eclipse season, so it's going to get really real really fast. But we also, here's the thing, it's like there's a lot of chaos. Who's looking at the bottom of the deck? Page of Swords. Yeah, that's, you know, it's a new way of thinking for sure coming in. That's what that kind of symbolizes to me. This is also called the New Moon Tarot, so I figured we'd use it because it's the new moon. But we do have a Venus-Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, I believe the same day that Pluto goes into retrograde. And this is very lucky energy. It's the planets of love and luck coming together in a conjunction in Pisces, you know, very dreamy. So while it is kind of chaotic and it is a little scary, not scary, but a little aggressive energy, it's magical things can happen. And the way I look at it is if you've done your shadow work and you've done the work that you need to do and let go of what you need to let go of, this eclipse season and retrograde season is much easier and the portals are kind of nicer, and yes, it's still hard and it's still a little scary, but we can handle it better, and we're going to be put into these new opportunities and put down these new paths and down these new highways. And yes, it can be a highway to hell or it cannot be. So that's kind of the vibe. Taurus, of course, is an earth sign, very grounded in the body. Taurus rules the throat chakra, vocal cords. So it's really about like speaking things into existence. We know new moon's about manifesting, speaking those new opportunities, those new portals into existence. And Taurus in tarot rules the Hierophant, or the Hierophant, the Pope in the tarot deck. The Hierophant is all about tradition, ways of doing things, ways of living, kind of the very like by the book kind of rules that we live our life by. And this new moon in Taurus with the solar eclipse is kind of giving us new ways to live, new ways of thinking, new habits, new behaviors, new kind of standards and rules in our life, new traditions for ourselves. Whereas, you know, we're kind of coming out of this cycle of these old traditions and these old belief systems and these old ways of thinking, right? We just saw the Page of Swords, these old ways of thinking that are no longer serving us. They were kind of there for us in survival mode, because we've all been in survival mode. Let's be real, we've all been in survival mode. And we're coming out of that. And these new portals, these new ways of thinking, these new opportunities are going to kind of shove us into living, thriving. And if we're not ready for that, it can be scary. But if you're here, I think you've been doing the work. If you would like the opportunity to do more work, I do have a membership here on YouTube. We do live tarot readings every week. We check in with the energy. We do live yoga classes. We do live new moon and full moon workshops. We have a Discord community. You get a 30-day challenge, which starts May 1st. Like a group one starts May 1st, or you can do the challenge on your own. But if you like to do the work, you can do it there. It's a join button right next to the subscribe button, or also put a link in the description box. I would love to see you there. It's only $9.99 a month, and you get all this, a whole bunch of stuff. So I should have been shuffling this whole time, but I got distracted. So yeah, what else can we talk about? Ooh, I did want to show some new crystals that I got. I'm going to shuffle this deck first. But as I shuffle, I want you to think about, you know, kind of how you've been for the past couple months, where we've been out of retrograde season, we've been out of eclipse season. How you been doing? Have you been doing your work? Have you been doing what needs to be done? And are you ready? Are you ready for these new portals, these new highways of opportunities, of change? Pluto that Pluto retrograde is bringing some change, bringing some death and rebirth. You know, how are you feeling? Is that the Five of Cups? It is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, if you've been in the membership and seen the live readings, the Five of Cups has just been stalking us. Just been coming through. I actually pulled it in one of my personal readings yesterday. I'm like, we get it, Five of Cups. Oh, who's flying? Somebody's flying. If it's the Five of Cups, I'm going to scream. Ha ha ha! It's the Nine of Cups. It is progress. It is wish come true, wish fulfillment. We're going to leave that out. Love to see it. All right. I'm going to leave that one. Leave that guy there. So yeah, I mean, Nine of Cups just flew out of there. Wish come true vibes. I just wanted to share with you some of these new crystals I got. Look at how beautiful this fluorite is. I got them from Queendom Cultivation. It's a local small Black-owned business here in Las Vegas. They are amazing. They're also, I wish you could see it like in the light. It's like the way I'm seeing it versus the way it's showing up on camera is like so different, but look how deep it is. And I got this ocean jasper. It has a little like hole of like druzy in there. I love it. And then I also brought this crystal today because it's the sun and the moon. I mean, we got the new moon and the solar eclipse, and it's labradorite and taps into that Pisces energy. So I just felt it was needed. But anywho, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle the oracle deck. So we're gonna pull tarot and then confirm with the oracle deck. This is Visions from the Liminal Space, sister to Postcards from the Liminal Space, which is my favorite oracle deck. But I will put the link in the description box for this deck. I love this deck. I love the creator of this deck. It is superior. So, all right. Nice and shuffled. Take a nice deep breath for me. If there's any questions that you want answered, whatever your intention for this reading is, whatever you want to get out of this reading, put it out there. Take a moment to breathe. This is a reading for the collective, and if you're here, you're the collective, so welcome. You're my collective. If this reading found its way to you, it is for you. All right, my friends. Let's see. I swear, I cannot make this up. What was I just saying about the Five of Cups? I'm over you, Five of Cups. I do see progress, though. We are seeing progress. We are seeing hope. We are seeing light. We love to see it. Who's lurking at the bottom of the deck? Okay, all right. You know what? It's pretty good. I am very happy and okay with this. So I'm gonna turn this around and we're gonna see who's here. All right, my friends, we have the Lovers, the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, of course, but there's progress because we have the Knight of Cups, and then the High Priestess, we'd love to see her, and the Star. And look at this, the Star and the Nine of Cups, this is hope, this is wish come true. At the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands is lurking. So I feel very good about this. Let's talk about it. All right, so it's heavy water energy, and I feel like that's definitely the Pisces, Venus, Jupiter conjunction coming through. You know, it's very emotional healing. It's very hopeful. It's very good. I mean, honestly, I was like, when I saw the Five of Cups, I was like, we are tired of you. We're tired of you, but we're seeing progress. So first we have the Lovers and the Six of Cups. Now, as far as if this was a love reading, I would say the Six of Cups is the card of past and nostalgia. It could be an old lover coming back, but I don't really like to do love readings because, like, honestly, I'm just like, yes, well, how many times can we hear the true flame is coming back, like, nonsense? This, to me, is more so healing. It's very inner child healing is what it's giving me. Falling in love with yourself, kind of making peace with the past. You know, Six of Cups is nostalgia. It is also a very romantic energy. This is a very romantic energy. This is stop and smell the roses. You know, while this kind of chaos is happening of the eclipse season and the retrograde season, stop and smell the roses. You know, romanticize your life. you know, the Six of Cups, literally the depiction is like people smelling flowers. And of course we have the Lovers, and like this is soft romance, and there's plants growing from it. There's plants on these cups here. It's very stop and smell the roses energy. You know, romanticize your life, make peace with your past. It's very, and it's again, the Six of Cups is a very childlike kind of nostalgic energy. So maybe just focusing on what used to bring you joy and bringing back to that. I was watching Lizzo's Here Comes the Big Girls. I binge watched the entire thing yesterday, and I was like, I loved it. It was so amazing. But it made me kind of sad, because when I was a kid, I was in dance and gymnastics. I was in tap, jazz, and ballet and gymnastics, and I stopped doing it because I hit puberty and gained a bunch of weight. And suddenly the coaches and the teachers didn't know what to do with me because I got big and the other girls didn't. And I felt uncomfortable in my body, and I was self-conscious, and so I quit. And I was just like, man, like, what could have been if there was someone there to kind of teach me how to work my body. And that's why I do what I do now, and teaching yoga for bigger bodies. But I'm like, maybe I should get back. And my mom was like, well, you could take dance classes now. I'm like, you're right. I could. So maybe it's healing that part of yourself, that thing you always wanted to do since you were a kid, and kind of making peace with that, and loving yourself and romanticizing things. Again, it could be an old lover coming in. It could be, if maybe that's for a specific person who was watching. But then we're moving in again, heavy cups energy. We're moving in to the Five of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And again, when I saw the Five of Cups, I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. And you can see these cups are broken. It's interesting to see the different types of cups we have here. These cups are broken with moons on them, and these cups are nice and tall and shiny and not broken with plants on them, which is just an interesting observation. But these are broken. These are broken cups. Five of Cups is grief, loss. Traditionally it's depicted as like a dude, and he's like really sad and like down, looking at these 3 spilt cups, when behind him he has 2 cups that are full. And interestingly enough, this cup in the Knight of Cups is the same in the Nine of Cups. You see it has like the moon phases on it. We don't want these cups anymore. We don't want these broken, knocking over crystals. We don't want the broken moon cups. We don't want these anymore. And you can see there's 2 that are unbroken. And then we have these 3 that are broken. We're getting rid of this, and we're focusing on this. We want these nice whole cups. And the Five of Cups has been stalking us, and the Five of Cups is about grief, and we've healed that. We are healing that. The Knight of Cups is coming in. It's a new cup. It's a new energy. It is new emotional healing, a new emotional kind of offer coming in, just like new emotions is what I see coming in. We're kind of letting go of the grief and replacing it with something else. Maybe it's that nostalgia. Maybe it's the Five of Cups goes into the Six of Cups. You moved on. It's kind of like the steps of grief, honestly, the 5 steps of grief or whatever it is. We're coming around to that acceptance. And then after all that, the High Priestess and the Star. Like gorgeous, beautiful energy, trusting your intuition, being in tune with everything, and hope and the light at the end of the tunnel, and your North Star, your guiding star, and wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. If you're gonna make a wish, like it's saying it's coming true, it's here. It's amazing, hopeful energy at the bottom of the deck, and like right behind it, oh my gosh, we have, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. We had the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is stability. Even though it is a fire, it's wands, it's giving me Taurus energy of a foundation, a home, stability. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is farting, but it's like home and hearth. You have that stable foundation, that stable base, which is all, Taurus is all about grounding. And then right behind it, we had the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, we love to see it. 2 of Cups is the baby card to the lovers. You can see we have both the kind of yin and yang, masculine, feminine, lunar and solar energy here, very balanced. And then the 10 of Pentacles, like, we love to see it. 10 of Pentacles is complete and total wealth, abundance, like, again, that home and hearth vibe of like, your home is healthy and happy and abundant and wealthy, and it's like, we love to see it because you're trusting your intuition, you're healing your 5 of Cups, you're romanticizing your life, and you're looking kind of to the star. And guess what? Because remember in the last reading, we had the Tower as a warning. You made it through the Tower or you avoided the Tower completely, because the star comes after the Tower. We bypassed that Tower. We love to see it. We love to see it. All right. I feel pretty good about this. Let's get some oracle cards to clarify and see what's going on. I'm feeling acceptance is the answer. That's a card in this deck, and I can just kind of feel it. Because I think I said that, you know, we're kind of accepting the stage of grief of acceptance. So I think I just saw it like flash through. I'm feeling acceptance is the answer. We'll see if my intuition is on point. Ooh, all right. Ooh, love to see it for sure. Ooh, so nice. Don't you love it when decks are just like nice to you for once? I'm like, thanks. Finally. Okay, no acceptance is the answer. Let's check at the bottom of the deck. No. All right. You know, I feel acceptance is the answer, but this is good. We like this. All right. I'm going to flip this around for you so you can see what we got going on here. We have kneel before no one, enough is a feast, and trust the process. And then the bottom of the deck was protection. So I love this. It says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So you are protected this eclipse season. We love to see it. Let's talk about it. All right, I pulled one more card too because I just felt like I needed to. And we got Sparkle, Sparkle. Sparkle, Sparkle, bitch. This is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. So, and I also think I pulled it in the live reading the other day. And if you watched the live reading the other day, because guess who's behind Sparkle, Sparkle, bitch is Quiet Desperation, which we also pulled in the live reading. And I also pulled it for myself the other day. And I was like, stop it. Stop stalking me. This is what we're moving past. This is kind of the 5 of Cups. This is like just, you know, focused on what you can't have. The description for this card says you're waiting on something that you can give yourself. You're waiting on something that you can give yourself. But guess what? He was behind Sparkle, Sparkle, bitch. So you've moved on. You're like, no, I'm done. I'm sparkling now. I'm giving it to myself. I'm giving it to myself. And I'm kneeling before no one. I'm not going to be that ghost sitting by the phone anymore. You know, I'm kneeling before no one. And this is over the Lovers and the 6 of Cups, which was our romanticize your life, stop and smell the roses. Like, people will tell you that you shouldn't do that and you should just like, work really hard and be a realist. This is like, no, I'm kneeling before no one. I'm going to have my dreams. I'm going to romanticize the hell out of my life. If I want to go live on a tiny house and a farm with chickens, I'm going to go do that. Which is like the dream, right? Romanticize your life. And even if you can't have that yet, like, believe me, I look at tiny house listings every day. Even if you can't have that, you're kneeling before no one. You're romanticizing your life. You're living your dreams, regardless of what other people think. And then this one I really love is we have enough is a feast over the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And this is like enough to that in the 5 of Cups. We're done. We're done. We don't want any more. Enough is a feast. You've had enough of that grief. You have had enough of dwelling in that, of this. You've had enough of this. We're done with this energy. We're done with the dwelling and the grieving and the, not to say that you can't, it's not like you can't ever grieve again, because grief is a part of life, but you're done dwelling in it. You're done stewing in it. Enough is a feast. You have sat in that 5 of Cups. We've all sat in that 5 of Cups enough. We're moving on and we're trusting the process. Did I say it was going to be easy? No. Like, this is like, they're putting together a castle here. And it says the process on the instructions. And this is, you know, I hate putting stuff together. Might I add, there's also the very like crown, like royalty kind of vibes, which is giving Taurus. You know, it's the new moon in Taurus. you know, you're building your castle, whatever. If it's a farm with chickens, it's a farm with chickens. If it's like a loft, if it's a house, you know, we have that Four of Wands. Like, it's very, maybe if some of you were asking about a new home, it's coming. It could be a specific message for somebody, but in general, again, this is a general reading. Trust the process, trust your intuition. This is right over the High Priestess and the Star. Trust the process, trust the hope, trust the intuition. And Sparkle, you got this, and you're protected. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You're protected in this eclipse season, in this retrograde season. There's runes here of protection. It's, you know, we got the evil eye. You're protected in whatever you choose to do. I mean, it's honestly a great reading. I feel really good about it. Kneel before no one. Trust the process. And you better sparkle. You better sparkle, because that Nine of Cups is coming. Wish come true. And the creator of this deck, the creator of the Visions from Liminal Space, also created my favorite deck, the Way Home tarot, which I have sitting on my desk right here. And the Nine of Cups in that card is depicted as like a paradise. It's like palm trees, beach, ocean in the background, a rainbow with the Nine of Cups, the 9 cups in it. It is like, you know, your dream vacation, your dream, like a wish come true. Make that wish under this new moon in Taurus. It's a new moon powered by a solar eclipse. It has that power behind it. We got the Venus Jupiter conjunction in Pisces. Make a wish. We kind of talked about it, I think, with the last full moon or new moon, I can't remember, but make a wish. There is nothing wrong with hoping. Hope has been something that's kind of been following me around lately. I've been seeing it in like a bunch of different places. And hope, I know it's hard. I know it's really hard to hope after all that we've been through, but you got this. You're protected. You have those wishes coming. And I just noticed the similarities of like the sparkling with the star. Like, it's the same. If you can sparkle after all this stuff you've been through and trust the process and trust your intuition and know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you can keep going. You're going to keep going. You're going to trust the process. You're going to heal from that 5 of Cups. We're going to move on into that 9 of Cups. We had the 10 of Pentacles lurking. We had the 2 of Cups. We have the Lovers. Like, good. There's only good things here. Only good things here. So, yeah, I think we'll leave it at that, you know? We'll leave it at that. So I hope you have a wonderful new moon. Perhaps I'll see you in my membership here on YouTube. I think that's all I got. Perhaps I'll see you in the yoga class for this new moon. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful new moon, and I will see you next time.